the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are? What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's grey outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Gets undressed when it's cold, and don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are. It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder. Ooh, I just wonder.
Hey, hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, we're kind of nervous. This is, I hope that will work properly. I hope you all saw the video we put together. We'll tell you about that in a moment. First of all, can we get a thumbs up if the video feed is fine and the mic is fine?
Yeah, because we haven't tested the mic yet.
They are, thank you. Thank you, Dustin. And thank you to Dustin and Leslie for moderating. That basically means that if you write things that are inappropriate, they can block you. So feel free to test that. No, don't test that.
Please don't test that. We'll get blocked immediately.
All right, we see lots of people here on the chat already. We have the Wags, we have Foreverland, we have Chief and D, we have lots of family actually. Hello, family.
Alethea has just joined. Dean, D.
Yeah, Dean,
Mum, Dad,
Webster,
Steph, Dan, Andrew.
James is
your
in
mum
the
and
UK.
Dad.
Who else did we see?
Barbara and Jean Hebert.
And Alethea, we met you at the Atlanta Speedway.
James D is here as well.
Oh, we're missing. Wow.
Kells is also in. And it looks like Kells has spotted a secret little button.
Sheree. Stephen, yes. Kells, you've cheated. We're going to mention that in a moment.
So congratulations.
So congratulations. Okay, right, cool. So we're going to go through a few things today. We're going to give you some updates. We're going to go over what we've done since the last live feed, which is what, a year and 4 months?
Almost. No, a year ago.
It was a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's unbelievable what's happened in the year. Then we're going to go over what we're doing in the future. There's a few other things. I've got all my notes here. I got 4 pages.
To our lecture.
4 pages of lecture for you today. Okay. All right. So let me see where we are. I'm lost already.
All right. Really?
Yeah.
Big
Oh, we have the giveaway.
Oh, yes. Most of you have already, the comments blew up on our video, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you. We found a way to do the giveaway without having to do some crazy sign-up stuff. It's just a comment on a video. So that was nice and easy.
But if you haven't done it yet...
Yeah, you have a few minutes to still do it. So
Yes.
if you want to, obviously, well, the problem is that then they're not going to watch this. And so you'll have to click off and go and watch our Clear 2.0 video. I think Dustin has a link that he might be able to post. So, oh, hey, Todd and Magda are here.
Hello.
We also met them at Atlanta. So we have teamed up with Clear2O. They gave us, they have given us a dirt guard and the filter to give away today, which is cool because they didn't give us the dirt guard.
No. So we might enter.
Yeah, we got the filter for free, which I cut up, and then we had to buy the dirt guard and the filter. So yeah, anyway, you guys get it for free. We didn't. It's not this one. They will send it directly to you. Yes. And the reason why I'm saying that is, one, because this is ours and we've used it. And the second reason
get the cut up one.
There is a shortage of the stuff.
Apparently so, yes. I saw a lot of comments of people saying they can't get hold of the dirt guard.
So this is a special one that comes directly from the owners of Clear2O. Okay. All right. So so the last time we did a live feed, the last and first time we ever did a live feed,
yes,
by
first
the way,
and last,
was in Little Rock.
Yes.
And we announced that we were going home and cutting our trip short because of COVID.
Yes.
So that was a bad couple of weeks. I'm not going to say bad couple of weeks, but we did nothing. Our toilet broke. The weather was terrible for most of the time, and we decided to go home. And the whole 3-day trip home, it rained the whole time. And
Roxy had just bloated, so she had still the stitches and
recovering.
It was a pretty rough week.
Yeah, it wasn't the best time. We had to make some difficult choices that week, but we got through it. So since then, and I've put some notes down here because we've done so much.
We have actually, even though it's been COVID.
Yeah, it's been
social things, obviously.
Not social things. Well, first of all, we went back to the farm.
Yes.
When we arrived, we realised the heating was broken in the farm, so we literally spent 4 days
back in the RV,
back in the rig outside the property because we had no heating. And so we got that fixed. We tidied up the farm. We had a lot of problems, a lot of tidying up to do.
Our fences were broken, painting, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
nothing too exciting.
Nothing too exciting. And we will apologise to Kelsey and Spencer, who were actually looking after the farm for us whilst we were on our trip.
Yes.
We kind of had to kick them out.
Yeah,
so sorry about that. You thought you were going to have the farm to yourselves for a lot longer. So we did a lot of all that maintenance stuff on the farm. Luckily, it did warm up pretty quickly once we got back.
Yes.
We then, the Wags came to visit.
Yeah, so they were our very first visitors.
Yeah, so we went to Harper's Ferry Great Falls. We went to Prince William to see RVDM and Rob and Michelle from Our Life Whirlwind.
That was fun.
We did that twice, actually. We did a Harvest Host trip.
We did.
For a week.
5-day Harvest Host trip.
5 days, yeah. Boondocking, completely boondocking. No power, no water. Well, no external power, no water. That was a cool experience. And the best bit about that was Natalie said she would never go boondocking because it's horrible. And within 12 hours, she loved it.
I did. And we had some lovely company as well.
So we did. We were with Todd and Liz. Yeah. So thank you for that. Actually, Todd arranged all of that.
He did.
He made it very, very easy for us. We just had to hook up the trailer and follow him.
Yes.
And that was that. We then went to the Tampa show.
Yes. And that kind of brings us up to January.
Yeah, so we didn't do much at the end of last year. Obviously, as you realise now, we were planning on selling the farm. We realised that pretty quickly once we got home. The maintenance and stuff didn't help because it was months of working. We also built a deck around the pool.
My goodness, that deck.
Like that. Yeah, we took on more than we could chew with that, I think. Yeah. So we went to, after we had that and we were pretty much had the house up and ready to sell, we went to Tampa for the RV show. That was a crazy week.
Oh my goodness.
Like it doesn't show on some of the videos, we didn't put everything in there, but it was constant. We were meeting up with suppliers. We had a whole bunch of friends. And you know, when you're in the RV community, you know everyone. There's just so many people. We were walking around and we knew people. Either we'd seen them on videos or we'd met them before, or we'd seen them at campsites, or we were YouTubers. Obviously, we met up with a bunch of YouTubers as well. So crazy.
Look at that video to see exactly, because I can't remember everyone's names. I'm not very good at that, but
we
everyone
met
was amazing.
People, and we are terrible with names, so we're sorry about that. Okay, so then after that, we actually, during the same week, we were house hunting, which made that all a bit more harder. So we were looking for somewhere. We knew we wanted somewhere down in this area.
We're looking at Orlando originally, just because, you know, it's right next to Disney World. And
we thought it'd be easy.
Yeah, but it's expensive still.
Very expensive. So we went a bit further out. We looked at I think we looked at 16 houses. and they were selling within hours, literally hours.
Yeah.
So we saw on the day we were leaving to go back to Virginia, we found this house popped up on Zillow. It was on for 3 hours. We came in within that 3 hours. We drove an hour to come and see it. And then we put an offer in, and luckily they got it accepted.
Yes.
So that was very cool. We met up with RVDM recently.
Yes, we
that
did
was
over
cool.
at Crystal River.
Great people. I used to watch them on YouTube before we started our channel. So
Yep.
that meant a lot to me. So very cool people, very, very positive people. Love their attitude to life. Then we sold the farm. That went very well. It was very easy to sell in this market, so no problems there. There was no stresses. Actually, the only stressful thing was the shower door. This is weird. Our shower door in the house just exploded. It was downstairs in the office. Don't even use that shower. Nothing had changed.
Never
nothing had
used it.
moved.
Yeah.
There was nothing in there. There was like 2 rolls of toilet paper that no one ever used. Not in the shower, obviously, and it was a whole bathroom. That would be weird. And just one day it just exploded. And apparently it's a thing.
Yes, apparently tempered glass, is it?
Yeah.
And it just smashes, apparently.
So that was the only painful thing. Then we couldn't get a replacement, but you don't need to worry about that.
No, not an exciting story.
So yeah, I think that's, and then recently we got our pads installed, which is cool.
That was a
As you
video a
saw
couple
in
of
the
weeks
intro,
ago.
if it wasn't, hopefully it wasn't rendering too badly when
Yeah.
that was loading. I had an issue with that yesterday, but the pads are installed.
Mm-hmm.
We made there was a lot of decisions around that because we wanted to extend our driveway. We wanted concrete, which is $50,000, which we're not going to spend on that. So we went with gravel, and it's up the other side of the property. If you saw our video around that, you saw some of the decisions we had to make. So that is very exciting.
However,
we're having trouble with the power.
yes.
Apparently, the power running from the house to there is too long. So we're going to get voltage drop. And so it's, thank you, Katie, for fixing our shower door and for selling our house, actually.
Yes.
In 3 days.
Katie K. Wood, that's in the chat. That's our realtor.
Thank you, Katie. And Katie came to visit as well.
She has come to
For a
visit,
week.
yes.
So I know the pads, we have a problem. The power is too far away from the house, so the voltage drop would be too much. We could go for bigger cable, but cable is so expensive right now. Plus, we'd need 2 cables if we wanted 250 amps. It's just been a real pain. The water isn't too bad, but power is really our concern.
Yep.
But the good news is we have phoned the energy company. They are going to come out and give us a quote on how it would be to get a dedicated meter there.
Yes.
More than we wanted to spend. It also means we'll have a monthly cost because you have to pay the service cost whether you use it or not. So that's irritating. But it's not too much. And I think with the money we've spent on it, I think it's probably worth doing that. And we also know a guy who might be able to help out with septic.
Yes.
So if all goes well and we are patient enough, we might be able to get absolutely full hookups, 250 amps, septic, and dedicated water for 2 sites.
That would be very cool.
So that's very exciting. And then the last thing, we went green docking at NASCAR. So that was actually a KYD event, a Keep Your Daydream. I'm sure many of you have heard of Keep Your Daydream. And we kind of gate crashed that because Mark and Trish invited us along, so we did.
I didn't gate crash it. You are like a subscriber of them.
So I do like them. Yeah, I am. Yeah. So, but it wasn't a public event.
No,
That's what I'm saying. It was a KYD.
It was very cool though, and their braziers, I don't know what they're called. They're Keep Your Daydreamers. They're members.
Insiders.
Are lovely insiders. That's what they're called. Yes, KYD insiders.
They are.
They're really nice, and it was so cool because everyone was like wearing the same t-shirts and like had the traveling ginger in their like trucks and stuff. So you knew exactly the KYD people. So it was lovely meeting. We met quite a lot of the members, but we mostly hang out with Todd, Magda, and I forget their name. Oh, I'm terrible. I know the logo.
I know their logo as well.
It's a good logo. Okay.
Jeff Urban.
Yes, they were lovely. It was lovely.
Like we said, we're
crowd.
terrible with names. Just we know faces and what we
and dogs.
And dogs, yeah.
If you have a dog, I remember that, or a lizard.
That's true. So that was fantastic. And NASCAR is crazy. I can't say it enough, but you need ear protection. Like,
oh my goodness!
It was fine for 20 minutes. I've been to see F1.
That was loud.
With my brother Andrew, actually, we went to see F1, and that was crazy loud. I thought that was the loudest thing I've heard. But then you go to NASCAR and it's the same, but you can hear them no matter where they are on the track. Apparently some tracks like Daytona is much bigger, so you see them go past and then it goes quiet.
I was going to say, it was kind of a small track. So.
It was constant. So yeah, ear protection. I couldn't hear anything for days after that.
Yeah, but it was very cool.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about this much on the channel. I did do a video when I got stuck in the snow, but back at the farm, I used to work in the rig. So that Natalie could have the whole house and the dogs could mess about.
Is this a boring story? Can I start drinking now?
You can start drinking.
Okay.
So I was sat in the rig and the UPS guy came up, he dropped something off and then he backed up and he didn't notice the awning was out. So he hit the awning and the whole rig moved and the awning bent and it wouldn't go in properly and everything. So that was irritating. I will give him his due. I could see how he could do it. So it was an absolute accident. It wasn't him being careless. And I felt very bad for him at the time. But also UPS paid for the whole thing. They paid for the whole repair and everything like that. So that went fine. But so when something like that happens, we were just planning to go away on a trip as well, just for a weekend. And we actually did with it broken. I just made sure it was secure. It wasn't hanging off or anything. It just wouldn't clip in properly. So yes, that was annoying. We've had endless water leaks because of my bad winterization. So for the RVers on here, I know some of you are not. I've always wondered why RV places charge like $230 to winterize an RV.
Now we know.
I'm just going to do that from now on because there's things I forgot. I just did a bad job. And yeah, or get some kind of checklist to do it because we had shower problems. I probably spent $230 fixing the issues that we've had.
Yes.
So yes, I'm confident enough to do it myself now because I've learned from my mistakes. So either go and watch my videos on when we've had water leaks or just pay an RV place to do it. But in all honesty, I'm hoping we never need to winterize again. That's the plan.
Yes, that is the point of being here.
All right, some of the upgrades, I just want to run through some of these just as a reminder. So we did install the Battleborn battery. Yes, I messed it up. You can go back and watch that video. But then I fixed it and that has been working great. That's helped with our boondocking trip. We installed the gas stop stuff, which gives us a great peace of mind. We installed the snap pads, which they have many uses. They're very cool. I just like how they look.
They do look kind of smart. They do tidy the rig up a lot. Yeah. Yeah,
they just look really nice. So that was cool. And we were one of the test subjects with snap pads. They said, hey, we understand you've got a travel trailer. Actually, Getaway Couple, Ray and Jason put snap pads onto us for that. So we helped them make sure that they fit properly and measure them. So they sent us a few different ones because weirdly, even though a trailer, a 2018 Grand Design 312 BHTS should come with this size pads, the metal stabilizer jacks, ours didn't. So,
yeah, I remember you saying.
So if you do buy snap pads, make sure you measure the feet underneath because they can vary, I guess, depending on what the manufacturers had in stock at the time. So that's very important, but they are very cool. We installed a new toilet, which we love. And more recently, we installed the Soft Start RV. Again, we loved that. We had both ACs running at Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, though. We had a couple of issues, but we think we were trying to charge all of our equipment as well. Yeah. And we think we maybe overloaded it a little bit, but we do want to, maybe we'll do a video on seeing how much stuff we can actually plug in.
I could probably get maybe a voltage meter or something and try and figure out what was going on. But it was almost like something else was kicking in. They'd work fine for 3 hours and then something would kick in.
It would just all die. And it was like, oh, what's going on? So like I said, we were charging all of our camera equipment. We, were putting the kettle on and things like that. So
kettle lights, coffee machine,
it could have been something stupid, but that was kind of frustrating. And I'm very glad for that reason alone, we didn't bring the dogs because it did start getting up into the hundreds. And, we just shut our generator off during the day because we were out watching the races and stuff. Yeah. But imagine if that had cut out, and I know we've got the smart things and we've got all this prevention, so it would have alerted us and we would have got back and got the dogs, but it just peace of mind knowing that they were not there was good.
Yeah, and I didn't think we didn't want to test that. That was a conscious decision that we didn't want to take the dogs to test that out. We wanted to test it out without the dogs first, and now we know that we need to test it again to make sure.
Yeah, we need to do some more tests around that, so probably a video of that at some point.
So RVs heat up really quick.
Yeah, it's like a tin box, so... Yeah.
All right, we did some hitch maintenance. We did the black tank flush. and the Clear 2.0 stuff, which I can't wait to give that away in a moment.
Oh, that's interesting. The WAGs just said that the same happened to them, but it was their water heater. 2 ACs and the water heater is too much. Oh, bingo. That could have been it.
That could have been it. We did, because it was so hot, we were showering 3 times a day pretty much.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, thank you. I'm glad we mentioned it now. So we'll definitely go and...
So I need to make sure the water heater's on the propane.
Okay, yeah. And a fridge. Does the fridge pour too much? I don't know.
I can't turn the electric off the fridge.
Oh, okay, automatically.
It's automatically, yeah.
All right, well, thank you. We will test that.
All right, so we've had a lot of questions about why we moved to Florida. So I'll answer some of these. The weather is the obvious one, especially over winter. We were sick of the Virginia snow. I'm sure we're going to miss snow and cold weather. I'm sure I'm going to miss cold and warm weather at some point. Natalie loved it.
I love snow. There's nothing more relaxing than it just peaceful and quiet, and you get the big flurries falling down. And
no, I get that.
Just
for that moment. It's the 5 days afterwards.
Yeah, it's a sludge,
and it's cold, and it's sludge, and it's muddy, and then it melts, and then people have driven over your lawn, and it's the car dirty, and it's just. We'll go somewhere just for that snow period, and then we'll just fly back or something.
Yeah, true.
So the weather is obvious. Our plan is to RV in the summer, and then we have a home base in the winter where we can do maintenance on the rig, which has been cool. Just dumb stuff, making sure that the roof is all sealed and the windows are sealed and all of those little things. And then we can explore like Florida and the Gulf Coast and everything in the winter. The houses are cheaper here, way cheaper. And also there is no state income tax.
Yes.
We obviously still pay federal income tax, but there is no state income tax. A big thing for us is that we're on the East Coast time zone. So a lot of our family and friends are in the UK. So that means it's 5 hours. If we go much further west, it then creeps up. Also, if there's flights, if they want to come and visit, the flights are pretty quick as well. We're as close as we can get. So that was an important factor for us.
Question.
Yeah.
Are we answering questions as they come in, or are we having a moment for questions? I wasn't really sure. Because I know you can like flick it up, can't you, on the thing?
See, Wazza says buy a snowy picture. You're right. Maybe we'll do that. I can just look at it really closely and pretend I'm there. What other questions are there?
No, it was just that Claire was asking what we missed about the UK, and you had been
kebabs.
Just talking. Family and friends.
Mainly kebabs.
Not fish and chips, because my goodness, every other restaurant here sells fish and chips.
What do we miss about
Definitely
the UK?
don't miss that.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's many things. That's quite a long-winded question.
It's family, friends, but it is food. It's like
dog walking for me.
Dog walking for Natalie, because everything needs to be on leash here.
Yeah, I hate that. I used to like just being able to have the dogs off leash
There's not byways here, so you can't just go out into the country and walk along a byway that is open to the public. So you have to find specific places. That's a big thing for now.
Yes. So briefly, that's what we miss about the UK.
Yes. All right. So that was a bit about why we
stayed on this side.
Stayed on this
family
side.
And friends can still
and
fly in.
The other thing is a lot of RVers come down here, and most of our group of friends are RVers, and that's why we've got the pad, so that people can just come out here and just chill out with us for a couple of days in the pad.
In the pad.
In the pad, not in our pad. No, wait, that's.
I'm loving all the name suggestions, by the way. I still really like gin and tonic for the RV pads, but some people have like Brazen Brits Resort. Roxy and Tyler was another quite cute one, I thought, to name the pads. True. And I think Mr. Paul Noodle, don't know if he's in here. He's got one of those 3D printer things, and he wants to work on doing some signs.
He said he's going to make us something, which is going to be interesting.
Probably going to be
a little bit worrying.
Genitalia shaped, knowing
it
him.
Normally is.
Yeah.
Paul Noodle. Yeah. And the other thing is, there's lots of winter events here in Florida as well. So it's, there's racing, car racing, there's RV stuff, there's air shows, there's everything. So everything kind of comes down to Florida because it's too cold anywhere else. Mm-hmm. So there's always stuff to do down here.
Yeah.
The only problem that we have is that it does have an HOA, this property.
It does, and everyone's like, "Ooh," but it's not like a $300 a month one. It's like a $90 a year.
They're not too strict. They just have the rules in place. Like, one thing I was angry about is that you can't put an oil well. It specifically says on the contract we can't have an oil well on our property.
How are we going to dig for oil?
I wish I knew before that.
I know. It's very rude.
I was totally planning on starting my own oil pumping company. So annoying. And the things that suck is the summer weather, the humidity.
Yeah, which we knew. And it's funny, everyone always says just, they're like, oh, you're not going to want to be there in the summer. I'm like, yeah, we're not going to be there in the summer. That's kind of the point.
Except this one.
Yeah, this year we are staying here mainly just to get to know the area, get to meet people, get to, just explore, really. I didn't want to buy a house and then just leave straight away. So,
yeah, people come here to explore. And we live here, and so we wanted to.
And there's so much to do. I mean, some of you know, I've been, paddleboarding since we did that episode, and going to different springs every weekend with Chelsea, and that's been great. Trying to get Jax used to the board. So there's just so many new things to try out. So we're not in a rush to hit the road, I guess.
No, but we'll talk about that in a moment. And as you can tell, we're inside. We really want to do this outside.
And it's already 40 degrees. And I think the humidity, I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. Oh no, 40 times 2 plus 30, right?
100, is it?
100? 110?
110 maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to be outside. And yeah, I mean, my hair's already
Well, funny story.
But...
So our intro that I hope you saw okay, I thought, brilliant, we'll do that. And then we'll sit down on the chairs. We had to pre-record it. There's no way we could have done that live, as you'll see by some of the outtakes if we post them. And we were going to do it outside, but then we realized how hot that would be to sit out there for an hour doing this and talking and thinking it wouldn't have worked. So sorry about that. We decided to do it inside. So I think, but that video is funny because
I just wanted to do it in one take. So every time any little blip happened, we had to go all the way back to the start. And I was like, after the 12th time, I'm like, no, just cut it here. We'll carry on. I'm not doing this anymore. I've already had a shower today.
The take you saw was pretty much the last take, and then we had to cut it because we just couldn't do it anymore. It was roasting hot.
Yeah.
We took about 15 takes. We were out there for about 2 hours trying to do it. And that was the last take, and I couldn't run anymore either.
No, but if you get the opportunity after this, go back and watch it again, because I must admit the camera movement is seamless as we come into the pool area.
Yeah, as we come into the pool area, it goes from Natalie videoing me to both of us being on camera. So
it's very cool.
You can rewind and rewatch that because that worked perfectly.
It did.
That one took a few takes.
I get excited about the weirdest things.
We do.
The camera work was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, we're so good. No, that was really fun to make though. So we enjoyed that. We hope you enjoyed the intro. All right. So, all right. Oh yeah, I've got some stuff like.
Well, don't worry.
Well, let's talk about our next
20
plans.
minutes, 28 minutes in, you're good.
Let's talk about, I'm going to let you talk about the next rounds, and whilst I drink your water that you've prepared for yourself. Oh, I've still got coffee, that's okay. I only got up about 20 minutes
You can
ago.
have some Jamaican me happy.
Too early for that.
Dutch courage.
So we do have some plans coming up. We have some maintenance stuff that we want to do. I'm thinking about getting the air suspension for my truck. Don't really need it, but I think it would make the truck ride better. I want to do some LED lighting stuff in the RV that I haven't told Natalie about yet.
Mm-hmm.
She hates them because they never work properly. All of the drawers in the RV are all broken.
Yep, that's true.
So we need to, either the bottom's fallen out or the latches are broken or the bearings in the drawer runners. So there's a few little things like that. That's just simple stuff. Think about getting more batteries as well. I haven't told Natalie about that either.
Can't we just
battery and solar?
beg them?
How cool would that be? Well, the exciting thing is, right, here's what I'm, right. So do you all know about Starlink?
Who doesn't? Everyone's asking about your paddleboarding experience, by the way. They're not interested in your upgrades. Okay, but Starlink, yes, internet. Do you know about it?
So Starlink internet, it is satellite internet, but it's run by Elon Musk with SpaceX. Is it SpaceX? Yeah. So they put all the satellites up. So it's basically satellite internet, but it's not like the old school satellite internet that was terrible. The latency was bad. It was slow. It was expensive. This is really cheap. They've brought it out for houses. So they've been testing it. It works really well. And it basically means you will get internet wherever you are. The only thing that might cause an issue is trees.
Game changer if this happens, because we can literally start going to the national parks and
imagine we had batteries, solar, full water tank, and Starlink internet. We could live
in the Grand Canyon,
in the middle of the Grand Canyon, without any problems.
I can't wait. I hope that happens.
Internet is our biggest drawback, because we obviously work during the day. Natalie runs a bunch of social media stuff. We have our YouTube channel, and obviously I work in IT, so I need Zoom calls, so I need good speed. So yes, I'm desperate for Starlink to come out. So people have actually made it work. They've taken the house solution and put it on an RV, and they have to set it up and stuff, but it's very nerdy, and I don't want to do that. They are bringing out a dedicated RV version at the end of this year, apparently.
Yes.
So that will change a lot of RVers' lives. Sorry, we totally got sidetracked there. So our plans going forward, we are going to the Indiana Grand Design Rally.
Yes, we managed to get the tickets in 4 minutes before they sold out.
They sold out in like 11 minutes. They had a bunch of problems. Luckily, we got in there before it broke.
I just said 4 minutes. You can't override that with an 11-minute. It was 4 minutes.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, and then the system broke. They had lots of issues, but that is a very cool thing. It's a week-long event for Grand Design owners. Actually, I don't even know. You can probably go there even if you don't have a Grand Design. I don't suppose it's specific. You could be a prospective buyer.
True.
Anyway, that's apparently really cool, really fun. We've never done anything like that. So that is in Indiana. So we're going to take a few weeks to get there. And we're not going to take, we're only going to travel on weekends.
Yep.
So Natalie knows all the plans. I'm saying this like I know what we're doing. I have no idea. I just get in the truck and drive when Natalie tells me to. So we're taking 3 or 4 weeks to get up there.
Yep.
We've got a few stops on the way that we want to do. One of them I'm very excited about that I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, that's a secret, but nothing else is. Okay.
Because I don't know if we're doing it on the way there or the way back.
It will have to be on the way there now because of part two.
Part two, we were going to go up there and come back the long way, which we are still doing, but we're coming back the really long way, and we're going back to Virginia for a week or two. It means that I can pop into my HQ for work. It means we can see some old friends. Natalie wants to go and do some dog stuff up there and things. So for anyone here from Virginia, please let us know. If there's anyone here from Indiana or between Florida and Indiana and Virginia back down to Florida, please let us know, because hopefully we could meet up.
Be in those areas, yes.
Yeah. All right. And on that note, we have created something that we need your help with.
Ooh.
I'm going to share my screen here. On our website, okay, hopefully you can see that. Dustin will confirm. On our website, we have a form. And the reason for this is that we put a video out. We will go somewhere, then it takes us a week to edit it, then we post it the week after, and then we get a lot of suggestions from you guys saying, hey, you should go and see this, you should go and see this. By that point, we've moved on. And so we have put a form on here. So instead of us going somewhere and you telling us what we missed, we've put a form on here where you can proactively tell us
just places to go. So
cool
if we are going to that area,
it could be anything. I thought of so many things. Like, is it a restaurant? Is it somewhere cool we can go kayaking? Is it a great boondocking spot? Is it the best campground you've ever stayed at? Is there an event coming up that we should go and see? Things like the Houston Rodeo or Mardi Gras or some RV show that we're not aware of.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could even be your house, and you will let us mooch dock there.
Which Foreverland have just said, hey, you're always welcome to mooch dock at Foreverland, which we already have done once. So
we have.
Lovely
thank you.
kebabs.
And he specifically fixed the 30 amp hookup for us. So thank you, Chief. So anyway, if you want to get to that, you just go to our website. From the home screen, you just hit recommendations. And there's a form here. There are a lot of fields here. You don't need to fill them out. You can just put the real basic information. Anything you need to fill out has an asterisk by it. So basically, which state is it in? What is your email address? And then I think that's about it, actually. So you can even just put a state you should go and visit. Montana.
You know my brother and sister are on there, like England.
I know. They're going to spam us. But we don't mind. Like, even in other countries and stuff, that would be cool.
Yeah, true. Because, I mean, as much as we love RVing, I would love to actually go fly somewhere at some point next year. So,
yeah, that would be cool.
If there's any recommendations on lovely vacations that you guys have had, then let us know.
Yep. So anyway, if you wouldn't mind, that would be really helpful. And I'm not actually doing. I'm hoping they can see it. Thank you, Dustin. Dustin posted it. Oh no, look, I'm not doing very well now, am I?
Okay. Broke it.
I broke it. Okay. All right. And then we have one more announcement.
Can I just address a couple of questions before we do?
Yeah, let's do that.
Which, to be fair, depending on which announcement you're doing,
The big one.
Oh, okay, whatever. KP Hull. Someone asked. McClowlands. Yes, weirdly, I did that last weekend, and that video you will see as part of that announcement. And your mum asked us if we were enjoying the new house. We will be doing a house tour, which again will be part of Lawrence's announcement.
Yes. So, okay. So here is the. Is there any other questions we should? Alethea, yeah, we'd love to rent a camper and drive around England. We used to have a caravan back in the day because me and Dan, who's on here, used to do motorcycle racing. So one of us would tow the bikes and the other one would tow the caravan. So we did have a caravan. I don't remember much of that, if I'm honest. I don't ever remember towing a caravan, but I did. I used to tow it with a car that you really shouldn't have towed it with either. I can't believe we survived.
You were young and stupid.
We were young and stupid. Thank you, Adam, for pointing out there's a river at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
I also like that he's like, does Natalie know how much a battery costs? Yes, I know how to use Google.
She does, unfortunately. Natalie handles the finances, so she sees everything I spend.
Andrew told us to hurry up because the BSB race is about to start.
Okay, Andrew's waiting for the British Superbikes. Okay, so the other announcement that we have, and then we'll go on to the giveaway. So thank you for sticking with us for this long.
Yeah.
The other announcement is that if you go to our youtube.com/Brazen Brits, I think that's the URL, we have opened up membership.
Yes.
So there's a couple of reasons for this. The first one is it helps support the channel. So actually running a channel does cost us a lot more money than you would think. For example, these mics that are coming through. I got fed up with trying to edit bad sound. So the things like the mics, the cameras, the subscriptions, for the music, for example, the software I'm using now to stream this.
Website subscription.
Yep, the website costs us money, the domain registration, everything. The whole thing costs a lot of money. So it helps support us with that. And to put it in perspective, we still haven't broken even yet with all the money that we've put into the channel, and it's been a year and a half. So it helps with that. But even more exciting than that is that Natalie is going through all of our footage that we have. So we have 32 terabytes, at least 32 terabytes of footage from day one since we started the channel. So there is a lot of funny things on there. There's a lot of interesting things that we don't put in the videos. There's a lot of stuff that we cut out for whatever reason. So it seems like a waste to not have that and put that on the channel, but it doesn't really make an interesting video if you just put all these little snippets in. So anyway, we have opened up a membership. You can get that from YouTube right at the bottom underneath any video or any channel. You just hit join. And then it gives you the options. There's different. It starts at $1.99 and the most expensive is $9.99 a month. And depending on what you choose, you get certain different things. So
Mike has just asked why you chose YouTube over the Patreon.
Yeah, a lot of people use Patreon, and there are pros and cons between YouTube and Patreon. The pros are that you don't have everything in YouTube. So at any point, YouTube can just kill our channel.
Yeah, and then we've lost everything.
We can't do anything about it. For example, they did that with Natalie. Natalie had a Doberman dog Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same idea though. It was on Facebook, and one day they just shut it down.
Yeah, disabled it against community standards, and they won't. And there's no one at Facebook to just let me know what community standard.
Contact anyone.
No, nothing.
She had 15,000 members of that group, active members, and it just vanished. So we are concerned about that. So that's a good thing about having Patreon, because it gives you that other central point of existence, whereas ours is just YouTube. So there is a risk, but I like everything being in the same platform. Most of our viewers are on YouTube. Most people know YouTube.
It's easy. It's right there. You've probably already got your payment stuff set up. So it's just, easy to click and
Simple.
be done with it.
You just press and go. And it also means that anything we post, whether it's pictures or just text or videos or whatever, it all comes up in the same platform. So it just keeps everything in a central place. It makes it easier for you guys. And I know that because I am a Patreon supporter of many people, but normally I have to specifically go to Patreon to see those updates.
Yeah.
If it was all in YouTube, it'd make my life so much easier. So that is the reason why.
And Adam has a follow-up question.
YouTube take more than Patreon, I believe. It's it's around about the same amount, but it's very similar, but I think YouTube is slightly more. Okay. Oh, what did the...
Oh, and so then I also want to shout out to 4 people that have found that button before we even announced it in this, and you'll see them because they come up with a green name. So they're people that are already supporters of the channel. Kels straight away before the live had even started.
That was sneaky.
Yeah, she had already spotted that button.
I guess when they're watching this video, it's at the bottom. We don't get to see that with the software we're using. So I guess it's pretty obvious.
Clever. My sister, Steph, has signed up as well.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Dean has signed up as well.
Thank you, Dean.
And, of course, Jimbo.
Yeah, so Paul Noodle found it yesterday evening.
He did,
We activated it at about 8 o'clock yesterday evening, ready for today's announcement, and he found it by about 9:30. So, Paul Noodle, you're number 1.
Yes, you are very first Brazier.
So anyway, so as we were saying, there is stuff on there right now that you can see, but Natalie's going to work and do a whole bunch of stuff. She's going through all of our footage. She's put a dedicated video that she did a couple of weeks ago. So well done, Natalie. That was excellent. I watched it yesterday evening for the first time, I think.
Thanks.
It's good. I enjoyed it. Okay. All right. So we should probably do the giveaway.
Yeah.
It's 12:42. Let's do the giveaway, and then we can run through, and then you guys can post some questions and stuff. I know we've missed a load. Last time we did the live feed, I got all flustered trying to read the comments and talk, and I didn't do very well.
Yeah, and I keep forgetting the camera's up there. I'm like, ooh, looking at all the comments. So it's very off-putting.
So anyway,
oh, here we go. We've got 2 new members.
2 new members.
Adam
Thank you,
and
guys.
Devon. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the support.
Yes.
It's
okay.
worth it to support Natalie's coffee habit. Yes, you're absolutely correct. And then the coffee will fuel more outtakes that I can add to the channel.
That was one of Natalie's decisions when we bought this house. There is no Starbucks near here.
No.
I didn't know there wasn't Starbucks in places. Like, if anyone who hasn't been to the US, and I know there's a lot of
Dunkin' Donuts in the south.
Yeah, there is no Starbucks down here.
Yeah,
it's crazy. You go there in Virginia, Starbucks are anywhere we've been, there's pretty much been a lot of Starbucks, but yeah, not down here.
So now Dunkin' is fueling my coffee addiction.
And she's also going to the iced coffee stuff, which
is a dessert, apparently. Someone posted that the other day. They're like, it's not coffee, that's a dessert. I'm like, well, then fine. I like dessert. I like coffee-flavored desserts.
Right. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to be absolutely transparent with this because I hate it when I join giveaways. I need to remember how to do this. Sorry. Bear with me. What is this?
Do you say Stefan or Stephen? When they have a P.
That's Stephen, I think.
Oh, okay. He doesn't see the join button. I wonder where it is.
Doesn't see the join button. Oh, that's strange. Are you logged in, Stephen? Oh, yeah, you should see it even if you are logged in. Right, I'm going to be absolutely transparent here because I hate it when I feel like...
I wonder, Philomena, are you looking on your phone or are you looking on a laptop to watch this? Oh, Andrew's just managed to do it, so I'm sure he can text you to let you know how to do it.
Yeah, or you can email us.
Oh, it's Stephen with a V.
Okay.
I wasn't sure.
Okay, cool. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm being completely transparent here, and
there's no targets here either, Daniel. There's not. I've looked. They have Winn-Dixie's, Publix, and something else. Oh, what are you doing?
I needed to get the...
I don't think you get it on an iPad or iPhone. Okay, Claire, that's good to know. Thank you. Bottom right by the chat.
Right, here we go. Right, YouTube.
Yeah, okay, no worries.
Comment picker. I'm just Googling it. Here is a comment picker.
Oh.
I'm going to throw the Clear 2.0 video URL in here.
Question, if your mum wins, do we redo it?
You know that's going to happen.
I
know. No, I'm going to send it to her. It's going to. I don't think Clear to O will with the shipping, but I'm going to send it to her and she can frame it. Okay. I'm not going to include replies to comments. I'm not going to filter it, and I'm just going to filter duplicates.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Can they see this? Can you guys see this?
Yeah. Can you just confirm you can see this?
Oh, yeah, you can. I can see it on my phone.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'm going to get the YouTube comments. There's only 14 unique comments. I know there's more.
There's way more than that.
Yeah, I feel like there's more than that, but no, I think unique
45,
comments.
okay. Yeah.
Sorry, 4.
Yeah, that sounds a bit. Yeah.
Me and my numbers. All right.
Where did you get 14 from?
Here we go. Right, so I'm going to hit start, and then we'll see who it brings up. Oh, it paused on Carol then. Chris Robertson. Looks like I'll be upgrading my filter since I drink the campsite water. Well, there you go. Congratulations,
nice. Congratulations, Chris.
This is yours.
Coming your way.
Not this one. Clear 2O will be sending you one out. So actually, Chris, can you contact us? You can email us at lozannat@brazenbrits.com. You can fill out a form on our website. You can send us a message on Facebook. YouTube. You can't send it on YouTube. You can comment on the video. I will comment on your post as well, just so that we can talk and we can get your address and we can get that sent out to you.
We'll pin it. But well done, everyone. Thank you for entering. It's nice to have our very first giveaway, and hopefully we'll be having more going forward, and everyone can have the opportunity to win different cool stuff.
Yes, and thank you to Clear 2O for
offering that.
It was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that. Right, let's see. Right, was there any questions that we can answer? We got a few minutes left. It's all about the join button. Got all these new members.
I know. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Very exciting. Now you've got to start making some more videos.
I know. Thanks. Now I actually have to do some work.
It is very tedious going through all of our old footage because you see, especially when we first started, you see about 2% of what we filmed.
Yeah.
The rest of it is just. Well, some of it's funny. I love going back. Some of it's really funny. It didn't seem funny at the time, but watching back, it's hilarious. All right. A plane ticket giveaway would be good. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
We'll ask Virgin to sponsor that.
Yeah, we'll get on the phone to Virgin.
Are you saying Chris didn't win the cut up filter? Yes, well, we've made no promises.
What?
He's saying that Chris didn't win the cut up water filter.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it looks like this, but it's cut in half. So, congrats, Chris. Not really.
Claire, you've asked, can we have a video on cocktails? Do you mean in addition to the one that we did on camping cocktails, or that we did promise a non-alcoholic one? To be fair, for some of our sober friends.
Yeah. So Alex, who helps us with the cocktails, he's the bar manager for. Can't remember.
Some hotel.
Oh, it nearly came to me then. It was a like party hotel chain. Yeah, he was going to come back, but he had to fly back to Dominican Republic in the middle of COVID, and then fly back here. And he managed to do it. And then he was flying up to open a new hotel up north. I can't remember. It might be. It was in the middle of nowhere, somewhere near Chicago, I think. Yeah. So he just couldn't make it. So otherwise, we would have done non-alcoholic versions, which confused him a lot. But yes. Yeah, so sorry, that is coming.
Yes.
We will figure that out. Hopefully we'll get Alex back soon. He does keep coming down to Florida every now and then.
The Wags ask if the next giveaway is a weekend at the Brazen Brits RV Resort. That is something we are talking about. So stay tuned for news of that.
Yeah.
Not today, but it's in the works.
Yeah. I think we would consider it. It might be a thing. Watch this space. It would be cool. I don't know how that would work for the UK people. Hitch Up and Tow can figure out how to.
They can just stay in ours. We'll just put our rig there for them.
That's true. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right. Cool. Is there any other questions here?
Oh, please don't finish it. I'm not ready to go back out on the GA. Tell us about it. And apparently it's going to be this hot for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, Barbara Jean, I don't know how you live out in Georgia. Like, we thought Florida would be the worst place in the heat, but Georgia was killed us.
Yeah,
the humidity was unbelievable.
Just burn.
I did burn. I don't burn here, but I did burn there. And that was a funny story as well. I think I mentioned it on the video, but we met. We saw Trish from KYD, and she said, first thing she said to me was, "Do you have some sunscreen?" And I'm like, "Do you mean I need sunscreen, or are you actually just being polite and like, you know, offering it?" She's like, "No, I'm just being polite and offering it." I don't think she was. I think she was saying, "I need sunscreen," because by the end of the day, and what's even worse, last weekend I just got burnt as well. I'm getting old and these bits are going bald, and I've never been sunburnt here before. I've never had to put sunscreen on my head. I've always had hair there. So yeah, these bits burn really, really easily now. That's why I always wear a cap.
We are getting a few questions in about Brazen Brits merch. So yes, another thing that I am working on, we've had a crazy new couple of weeks, but Amazon actually do Amazon merch now. So I'm trying to figure out how that works and then get a shop set up using Amazon merch, because everyone uses Amazon already, so it's just easier. We tried doing Teespring or Spreadshirt or something, and they were just really expensive. And I'm like, no one's going to want to spend that kind of money on us.
The problem is we're trying to balance, we're cheap, okay?
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to balance quality with price. And it's really difficult. And none of them, like the really expensive stuff, they feel really great and they last forever and they wash great and they don't shrink, but they're really expensive. Yeah. And we don't want, you know, it's not about that. So we're trying to find the middle ground with all of that stuff. So.
Yes, hats would definitely be on there. Thank you to Phil and to James for signing up for members. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, hats will definitely be on there. You know, tanks, tees, hoodies. I don't know. You tell me what you guys want to wear, and we'll
I'm very particular with my baseball caps. I have about 4 of the Adidas ones, which are dry fit, which I love. And
which Michael pointed out in his latest video.
He did, yeah. Michael and Shelley, thank you for that. And SnapPads actually sent us merch as well, and I'm very impressed. This is probably my favorite hat now. So it's netted at the back, so it can let my head breathe. And it washes well. It's got a little bit of a crease where I've washed it so many times. But yeah, I'm very particular with my hats. And I know Dustin is as well. And so we're trying to find... The problem is for us to test all this stuff out, we have to buy samples.
I know. And actually, they charge us quite a lot of money.
They charge you full price for a sample. So we keep buying these samples and we're like, nah, I don't really like it. So to answer your question, Stephanie, we're working on it still.
Well, Stephanie and Andrew and everyone else.
Yeah.
Thank you to Papa and Nana's Great Adventure as well. They've just signed up for a membership as well. Thank you. How excited. Oh, no, I'm really going to have to get to work. All these people signing up. Oops.
When will the USA let the UK people come and visit? We don't know. We were hoping it was going to be June.
July 19th, the lockdown ended, but they still haven't spoken anything about the flights.
Well, annoyingly, the US are very scared about the Delta variant, but we have hundreds of confirmed cases of the Delta variant over here anyway, so I don't really see what difference that would make. But, you know, I don't know. It's
what did I just pay for? I don't know. Claire, you just randomly give us $4.99. Thank you. That paid for this drink.
Thank you, Claire. That was very generous.
I think she was trying to do the membership thing, though. We'll sort it out.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay. Any other questions?
Oh, Alethea says, I'd love something with the Union Jack and the American flags.
Oh, that would be nice.
That'd be cool. We actually created in our old house, we had a flag that I designed online, which had the American flag blending into the UK. No, sorry, the UK flag blending into the American flag, which was very cool. We still got that somewhere, I think.
It's over there, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just leaning up against the wall. We haven't put any pictures up since we've been here. We've been here 4
everyone
months.
keeps asking me about my drink. This is Jamaican Me Happy Seagram's edition. I found, it's up there. It's rather than the bottles, I found some cans, which are obviously handy for kayaking and paddleboarding. So,
you often can't take bottled drinks on the
glass
rivers over here.
Yeah,
glass.
So I was quite happy to find those. They're quite cool.
I'm glad you're drinking it.
Dutch courage. I told you, you should have a beer.
We were very nervous about this. We didn't do well the last time we did a live feed. Okay, cool. All right, I have. Dan, you can give me money directly anytime you want. You won't get to see the content that we put on the YouTube because they control that. But
hi, Bill. Thank you for signing up.
Thank you, Bill. Bill was a very interesting guy. We met Bill at Atlanta show as well.
Yes, with their cute puppy as well.
Yes, yes. Okay, fine. Cool. All right. Hopefully we've answered all of your questions. Thank you very much for joining us. The worst thing about this is we worry that we do this and then no one's going to join.
That's true, but no, about 50-ish people that have been here, which has
Yeah.
been very lovely. Thank you.
50 of our favourite people. Okay, cool. I'm going to try and hit this. I put a little video together for the exit.
Oh no.
So
What is it? Wait, what is it?
I'm not telling you. It's not that exciting. I quite enjoyed it. I did it last night just as an exit.
Oh
video, so.
dear.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Devon, I hope this wasn't too painful, all of our talking. I hope you're doing okay there. All right.
It's not quite 4 hours, but you know, we're close.
Okay, cool. All right. We will see you guys on our normal video next week on Saturday. Bye.
Bye.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder. How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside? It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. I wonder. How come the trees get undressed when it's cold? And don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes. Until winter comes. Stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away and show us where we are.